Hello, my name is Mrs. Matilda Pierce Allman, now of Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, and I traveled here today to tell you about my book and to visit my father, who's still living on Baltimore Street. Survived the war, mother's gone now. I love to come back and visit and see what is being done to the battlefield, what continues to be done to honor our brave men and to honor the heart of the American nation and what's happened here and what continues to create, new inspiration for all of us for our future. As a member of the Trinity Lutheran Church in Selinsgrove, in 1880, I wanted to honor the Grand Army of the Republic, active member of the GAR, and I wanted always to honor the veterans as I continue to care for them whenever I can. So in 1880, I began to write my book, recounting what I recalled of being here for the 3 days of the battle as a 15-year-old, leaving school that day at the Female Institute on High Street and coming back to find that my family and the neighbors, the Shrivers, thought we should escape town and go south on Town Road, 3 miles to get away from the battle, but it didn't turn out that way. We actually went into the heat of the battle, as you will know when you read my book, and people had asked if I had written notes, taken notes over the years, and I really did not. It's always very vivid in my memory of all that happened, that we went through during that time. And now that they have the 25th anniversary in Selinsgrove honoring veterans, I wanted to have my book ready. Now it's, of course, 1889, and I'm just very proud to be here to tell my story again. And I know that many of you have heard of the horrors that people had to endure and the destitute bodies that we had to try our best to care for over those 3 days of the battle. It wasn't until 7 days after the battle began that we were able to return from the Jacob Weicker farm on Town Road to my home on Baltimore Street. And when I returned to my home on Baltimore Street, horror still continued to reign over us as our home had become a hospital. And we continued to care for the brave men, the brave soldiers for many months to come, many years to come, actually. We still hear from some of them. As I say in my book, traveling those 3 miles back to town was like traveling through a strange and blighted land. It didn't look anything like what I had left, several days before. And so these things are forever with you, and you don't really need to have notes about them. So, as I said, I'm always here to honor veterans, and I'm very grateful that we can visit the Evergreen Cemetery and visit the National Military Cemetery, and always be here to remember and always be here to be grateful and give our undying devotion and love for our soldiers. So just like to end with saying I'm very grateful that you could all come today and hear a little bit of my story, and hopefully you would talk to me later and we'll talk more about all the details. Thank you.